What is up, guys? This is Max Merck here, and in this video I'll be showing you guys some things to hate about the Porsche Boxster. These are a couple things I've picked myself to show you guys that I personally really dislike about this car. So first of all, this car does not have keyless access. Now I know 2014 is 3 years old, but I mean in 2014 keyless access has been in a lot of cars. So this car you have to go ahead and manually unlock using the key and then start it by inserting it there. Now believe me, I have no problem with this personally. I'm not a fan of keyless access systems, but I mean, considering a lot of other cars have them either standard or a low-cost option, I wish Porsche had included this as a more low-cost option. Next up, one of the things I absolutely despise about this car are the halogen headlights. Now standard, this car does come with halogen headlights, and they're projectors of course, but they're still halogens nonetheless, and it just looks so ugly and out of place on a car like this. I mean, the headlight, everything itself looks very high-end, very classy, very sporty, and when you turn on the low beams, you have that halogen bulb. It's just, in my opinion, it's outrageous. I mean, you get Toyota Corollas these days with standard LED headlights, and these German manufacturers like Mercedes, Audi, and BMW are still giving you halogen headlights. It's just ridiculous in my opinion. But I mean, it's not like anything's gonna change because people pay for xenons, or I don't know, these German brands can get away with anything. The next thing I really dislike about this car are the seats. Now this car standard comes with manually adjustable seats, so if you want to go up and down, you either have to push this down, push it up, and then to slide it forward you have a little thing right here. I mean, a base model Volkswagen Jetta has the same setup, and this is a Porsche Boxster, and you're getting manual seats. Now for someone, for some people it's not really a big deal, but I mean, you're buying a Porsche and you have manual seats. It just doesn't click with me, and personally I think something needs to be changed about that. I mean, you have to pay for power adjustable seats on a Porsche Boxster. That's crazy. I mean, on the plus side, you do get a automatic reclining section, so that's nice, but still, it doesn't compensate that you have to manually pull it forward and back and manually raise and lower it. Next up, one thing that really bothers me is that Porsche gives you the option or the ability to lift this little lever up and then pull forward this front seat. And of course, you can hook something on back here, and I mean, in theory, put something back there. But I mean, I'm 6 feet tall, and I have this set to my driving position, and you can literally, they're touching. You can literally fit nothing back there. Even if you wanted to, a coat or something would not work. Next up, we're in the interior of the Boxster, and I'm going to be showing you guys the infotainment system, which I personally am not the biggest fan of. So if I go ahead and insert the key, turn it, you get a very nice, high quality Boxster. I mean, it's pretty hard to describe the system. I mean, everything looks and functions well. I mean, it does what you need it to do. It's just, there's so many buttons, and it's a very clean design. It's what you'd expect a Porsche to be. It's a complex, clean, very good looking system, however complex once again. So there's a bunch of buttons, and believe me, these buttons look really cool when it's sitting in the showroom or if you look at it, but when you're actually driving and you want to change the station, it's a bit of a struggle. You know, manual tune, you go from here, and then you have a back button over here, and it's just a bit of a struggle. It's also touchscreen. Porsche is one of the only German manufacturers that uses an actual touchscreen. Audi, Mercedes, BMW typically don't tend to lean towards touchscreens, but Porsche has. So other functions you get are media, other stuff. It's just all a struggle. See, if I want to connect through Bluetooth, let's say, I'd have to go to source and then go to aux there. There's no really easy way of doing it. And entering something into the navigation, it works. It works, however, it's just a bit tedious. You know, you have to go through individually doing things, and it's just a bit of a hassle in my opinion. And a couple other things to nitpick at are with the transmission settings. So another thing I dislike is that, okay, if I go ahead and start the car up for you guys, when you want to manually shift, you pop it over to the left. And as Matt Farrell always says, this is the wrong way. The right way is this one down here is upshift, and up here at the top is downshift. And in this car it's reversed. So if you push, it's upshift, pull, downshift. Next up with the transmission on the PDK are these paddles. Now Porsche really decided to go out of the box with these paddles. And I don't know why they did this. You know, the saying, don't fix it if it ain't broke. I mean, there's nothing wrong with having a standard upshift, downshift, but nope. Porsche had to go out of the box and go push for upshift, pull for downshift, push for upshift, pull for downshift. So you're gonna have to, it's gonna take a little bit of getting used to. If you want to upshift, you're driving, you have to push. If you want to downshift, you can pull back on this one. But it's kind of just a little confusing. Like, you know, I mean, you can shift one-handed, but I don't know. It's just, it doesn't feel as natural as having a left downshift, right upshift. So I don't know. I don't think they needed to change this. They could have just left it the way it was, upshift, downshift, but it is what it is. You can't really change that. Next up is with the auto start stop function. I mean, a lot of people usually disengage this because they don't like how it interferes with the driving experience, but I personally like to keep it on. You know, I mean, around the city, it's nice to save a little bit of gas, even if it's just a little bit, just around town. And it doesn't let you actually activate this while you're in sport mode. So if I'm in sport mode, this stays off. It's only on when I don't have any of these engaged. So if I put it in any of these modes, I can't use the start stop feature. And I personally wish you could manually adjust that, because I like to drive around in sport mode, and I still like to have this activated. So that's a bit unfortunate, but it is what it is. Last but not least, in this video, I'd like to go over this little display right here. It's controlled by a little stalk down here, up, down, and then to pull forward to return, push forward for menu. You can go ahead and go through these. You have your little navigation display down there. My only issue with this is that it's a bit difficult to use. See, if I wanted to go into phone, I could push menu, phone book. It's not that bad. It just takes a little getting used to. This car has a learning curve with some of its technologies. It's nothing too bad at all. It's just you have to get used to it. Like this interface right here, it does take a bit getting used to kind of adjust yourself to how the radio works and navigation and all that stuff. That's it for this video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more.